Well, hello guys, and welcome back to PvP. Nah, not really, it's background as a buzzer. I've come back with another video of my Grey Knights, and this time I have got my Grey Knights Rhino. Yeah, I bought it off a mate, and he painted this. I like it, but I bought it off him because I wasn't doing Grey Knights at the time, but I wanted it for my Space Marines. And that's another thing I was going to show you. Last time I said I was doing Raven Guard, which I've done for a while, and I found a model that I left around. So this is one of my Raven Guards, just normal Space Marines that I have painted, which I did say I did. This is one of my probably my legit best army I've painted. Yeah. So then also I said I think I did say last video that I did do Tyranids, and this is my Trigon that I painted, which I reckon is probably my best model I've ever painted. Yeah, so yeah, this is like about 200 points if you're interested in Tyranids, and if you don't do Tyranids, it's about 200 points, and it's pretty nasty with 6 wounds, strength 6, toughness 6, and it. Sorry if you're getting my dogs barking, because they're barking at other dogs. Yeah, so I want to get back to my Grey Knights, really, to be honest. But yeah, I did mention my librarian. I haven't fixed his little star thing yet. It broke off. And that's another thing. I had a weird thing. When I bought him, my librarian, he didn't come with the little slot in the base, so I had to personally make it. So I had to make the slot in the base. I don't know if you can see, but I made the slot in the base with a drill. So that was awkward. It almost fell in parts. So that's the thing. They should get more. Well, actually, I don't think there is any bases for these which have a slit in, for like a librarian or anything. For then, we've also got. Well, obviously, I've painted these. I don't know if they was painted last time, but I did paint these. I just need they've just got the silver coating on at the moment. I do need to do the red and a little bit of details on them. And I ain't touched the banner yet because I'm gonna go really detail over that, and I will show you as soon as I get it done. And last time I built one of my Grey Knights, but now I've just bought another two, or built another two. Sorry, one with a I don't know what it is. I think it's called Incinerator or something. Innispilla or whatever. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's a heavy 6 weapon, and it's like strength. Hang on, let me get my Grey Knights Codex out. It's a strength. Sing the Halo song. It is. Looking at the wrong thing now. I was looking at characters. It's. I cannot find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a heavy 6, strength 4, star. I don't know what the star means actually. Can anyone, if anyone knows what the star means in like by the weapons, can you tell me? I'm not that sure. And AP dash. So obviously there won't be no AP, so you won't be scoring no unsaved wounds. So yeah. And also I've done another guy. Oh, not that one. This one with a sword. I do not like doing these with the swords. They're quite awkward. Yeah, so I don't. Has anyone got any tips or tricks or anything on how to make these a bit better? But I don't like putting on the swords on them. I find it a bit dodgy getting the both arms on the sword. So yeah, and I don't know if I showed you this last time, but when I cut the sword for this one, the sword like sort of half broke off. I clipped it out with my pair of pliers, or whatever they're called, and it like snapped half off, and I couldn't find it, so I'll probably leave them like that until I find it, but I doubt I'm going to even find it now, so yeah. Yeah, so what I have done, I bought I've ordered this off Games Workshop website, and I only just got the confirmation it's being shipped out today. So yeah, today's Monday, so hopefully, I don't know when. Last time it took like about quite a few days. About 4 or 5 days to come. That was just standard though, so I don't know if it makes a difference, but yeah. So yeah, I've ordered a Storm Raven gunship, which will carry my Dreadnought, which is also ordered, as I meant to mention. My vulnerable Dreadnought that I've ordered with the gunship, Storm Raven gunship, and that will carry all of my Terminators and my Librarian, because I know it can carry 12 models, and Terminators, anything in Terminator counts as 2 models. Terminator armor counts as 2 models. So them and the Dreadnought will be going into the gunship. Then my normal Grey Knights will go into my Rhino. And I did have another idea, which I might be doing, because me and my mates are starting a campaign. I thought about doing my Grey Knights teaming up with my Raven Guard, but I don't know if it's such a good idea. I know Grey Knights are powerful overall, but I don't like being too noobish. You know, force weapons all the time, because I've put the banner on them. That means they automatically pass their force weapons psychic test. And I read the rulebook also. Can anyone help me out on this as well? I'm sorry for keep on asking, but it says on the rulebook, well actually in the codex, Grey Knights Codex, it says if the unit has Brotherhood of the Psyker ability or special rule, you only have to roll a psychic test once. But I've checked and my Librarian doesn't have it, so I don't know what that means. So can anyone help me out with that? I don't know do you have to make 2 psychic tests or what for his force weapon? Because I gave him a demon hammer, which makes him double the strength. Obviously, then I'm gonna give him. Oh, he has hammer hand. I'm gonna have what was it? Might of Titan. Yeah, I think it's Might of Titan, which has 1+ strength plus hammer hand, which is 1+ strength. Then I have Quicksilver, makes him initiative 10. The whole squad of Terminators will be initiative 10. Which is overpowered. Yeah, so if anyone can help me out with that Librarian, I don't know what's the rules on that. I thought if he's a Psyker, why doesn't he have it anyway? It's a bit stupid, isn't it, really, not to have a rule for Psychics to pass their Psychic test, and he's a Psyker. Yeah. Yeah, what else can I talk about? Well, my Tyranids, I haven't played for a while, and I did not, as soon as I started losing with them, losing games all the time, I got disliked them a bit, but I do like the Trigon model. I reckon it's a very nice model, but that's a pretty big creature. But say a Terminator came up with a force weapon will kill that if it has no if you know Trigon will have no invulnerable saves, and it has 6 wounds. So if that has, obviously it's going to kill him. He's going to be strength 6 with obviously him. As you know, he's going to be strength 10. But say a normal Grey Knight with a force sword, he's not going to get any bonuses at all except from the force weapon test, but it will automatically pass because he's in the squad with the thingy, with the Brotherhood banner. So that means if he attacks and at least one of them hits and wounds, the Trigon has no way of saving any sort because it has no vulnerable saves. So a 200-point model is gone with a second, really. One guy can take out a whole Trigon worth. So these are 200 points dead on. Well, not with a Brotherhood banner or any upgrades, but that's the Trigon's 200 points as well. But you think that has 6 wounds? That wouldn't be fair, really, would it? If you was a Tyranid player, you wouldn't want your Trigon, a 200-point model, which, you know, if you play with Tyranids, you wouldn't want a 200-point model, because that's 1/5 of your army if you're playing a 1,000-point game. and that's a pretty big deal with Tyranids, really, to be honest. But then obviously you get one model comes up and just slains it in one go because it has force weapons and it has no invulnerable save. So yeah, I find Tyranids to be upgraded or in the new codex, which will be a while because I think they had a codex update in 2009, 2010, I think. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, because that's not very fair, is it? I know like Tyranids only have like 2 models out of the whole codex which has the modable saves. Like say the Hive Tyrant would get it. But if he still fails that invulnerable save, he's still going to the warp, or wherever the force. I think it's sending him to the warp. Force weapons. I'm pretty sure it sends it to the warp. Yeah, the Hive Tyrant only gets what, like a 4+ save in combat, or 3+ invulnerable save in combat. I think it's Hive Tyrant or Swarm Lord, or one or the other. They get invulnerable save in combat. That's not that very good. Then obviously you got the Xenophrope that gives it a 4+ or 5+. I'm not sure. I haven't been playing Tyranids for a while. 4+ or 5+ when it uses a psychic power. Well, obviously it's a Xenophrope. If you don't play Tyranids, it's a psychic creature, and it's basically all its attacks is psychic. It's not very good in combat, and just uses psychic powers. So yeah, it only gets that way if it uses psychic power. So there's only like 2 creatures out the whole Tyranid Codex will actually get a invulnerable save. So if you're playing Grey Knights and you're against Tyranids, you'll probably annihilate them just with a 100-point squad if you can activate your force weapons. You can take down practically anything against Tyranids, which I find a bit unfair for Tyranid players, really, because that means like even I played Tyranids against Dark Eldar. Dark Eldar literally wiped me off the board with when I was playing Tyranids. That's what it just starts getting annoying. You keep on getting beat. When the Tyranid Codex came out, I thought it was quite good. I thought, yeah, I was winning games and started losing, because obviously the Codex are getting better and better and beating like all the other codexes, which is annoying. Yeah, so I found that pretty annoying. And then obviously my first ever army was Dark Elves, but I don't class them as my first army, so I didn't like Warhammer that much. So then I moved on to 40k, which my first army was Necrons. And Necrons I do really like. Like everyone used to diss them in I think it was a 5th edition or 5th or 4th edition, where the Nightbringer was like strength 10, toughness 8. That was brilliant. When Dwarf Scythes were not like a force weapon, they're not vulnerables. And well, I don't know invulnerables, though. But Dwarf Scythes used to ignore invulnerables and armor saves. So, which was brilliant for a 100-point Lord. And it wasn't that overpowerful, because you wipe out 75% of the army, they would disappear. But that's the most annoying bit. They've solved that now in the new codex, but it was so annoying that it's saying everyone could go through your troop choices for Necrons, and you would have nothing left. 75% of your army was mostly troops, because you wanted to flood the field with Necron warriors. So yeah, then obviously Mr. Nightbringer was like badass in the time, but now he's been downgraded, which I don't really like him anymore. And there's no really good other Lord except from Imhotep's alright, but not as good as what you call it? I can't remember what his name is. Even though I love Necrons, I can't remember what all the bloody models' names are. I can't remember what his name is. Hang on. It's called Nemzor Zamdrek, and he is a badass Lord. He can take any of your troops or anything on the board and give them a special ability, long as it's with the special rules. And also, you can take ability away from your enemy, just like that, long as he's within was it sight distance, or what do you call it? Long as you can actually see him on the board from the enemy's direction. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna end this video in a second, sorry, but I will probably carry on, okay? Bye.